Hello everyone, my name is Melissa Bublitz, and this week we will be talking about communication management. So let's jump right on in with communication management and methods. Communication management is the systematic planning, implementing, monitoring, and revision of all channels of communication within an organization and between organizations. So communication methods will look like emails between you and your coworkers, between you and someone at another company, or between you and anyone involved in the project or in the team. The second method would be meetings. That would be meetings with the team, meetings with your employer, meetings with the people who hired you for the project, meetings with stakeholders. And the third method would be reports. So pretty much any deliverable that you are giving to the person who hired you to complete the project. So the next thing we're going to talk about is a communication blocker. So a communication blocker is something that blocks the effective communication. It's something that people do, not always intentionally, but the effects are negative both on the other project team members and the project as a whole. Now, what this can look like is withholding information from the team or the stakeholders, making false assumptions about things that need to be done, people in the team, different areas of the project. And then it can also look like selective listening in meetings. So only hearing part of what someone is saying, which then could lead to a lot of misunderstandings later on down the road. So then we get to how to run a team meeting so that these communication blockers or issues don't happen. The first thing you need to do is you need to prepare for your meeting. Have the topics that you want to talk about. Have a set time that you want to talk. Stuff like that. And then you need to, during the meeting, talk about important topics that impact everyone so that you keep everyone engaged and listening to what needs to be said and what needs to happen. Then you need to share important information. So you need to share action items that the stakeholders want or things you need to accomplish for the week. Then you need to set aside enough time to talk about each topic. You don't want to be talking about a topic and then go over the set time for the meeting, because if you do that, then you're going to run into scheduling conflicts later on throughout your day, and so will your teammates, your team members. So then after you've done all that, you need to get input from the team. What do they think about the topic of the meeting? How are they feeling about it? Stuff like that. And then make sure at the end you leave room for Q&A. You want to give your team time to ask questions so that there's no miscommunication later on. So moving on, we're going to talk about how to discuss issues that happen within the team. The first thing you need to do is set up a meeting for the team member or members that you're having the issues with. And then you need to have open communication. You need to tell them what the issue is and then listen to what they have to say about the issue and why it's an issue to them. Then you need to relate and empathize. You need to say, "Oh, I understand what you're saying. I hear you." Things like that so that they feel heard and understood and not like you're just brushing them off. Then you ask them what they need to resolve the issue. Once they give you what they need, then you can come back and provide solutions that work for both you, them, and the team as a whole. And then together you can make a solution decision so that you can fix the issue and hopefully not run into any other issues in the future. Finally, we're going to discuss praise and discipline methods. So praise methods are going to look like recognizing good work from exceptional employees. You can call them out in a meeting and say, "Hey, I really loved how you did this part of the project this week." You can send them a thank you note, something like that. Then you're going to also recognize the trustworthy and reliable employees. Those employees who may not do exceptional work, but they do good work and they get it done every time, no matter what task you give them. They get it done in a timely manner. Everything's good. I mean, it may not be exceptional, like above and beyond, but it's still better than what was originally given to them. And then another way you can show recognition for all of these people, you can give small but thoughtful gifts. You can give thank you notes, flowers, things like that. So then moving on to discipline. For discipline, it's going to look a little different. So with discipline, obviously someone had an issue or did something wrong. So the first thing you're going to want to do is you're going to have a verbal warning. You're going to have a meeting with them. You're going to give them a verbal warning, say, hey, if you do this again, it's going to impact you negatively. I'm going to have to write you up. So then the next thing you're going to do when that doesn't work is you're going to give them a written warning. You're going to write them up, submit it, and then if that doesn't work, then you are going to have to dismiss them, which isn't ideal, and I definitely prefer giving praise than discipline, but sometimes it just can't be avoided. So that was communication management and how to handle different situations. Thank you guys for watching.